Alright guys, what's up from beautiful St. Augustine Beach in beautiful St. Augustine, Florida. I'm doing the voiceover part from home here in Virginia Beach, but this video was shot in one of my favorite places, beautiful St. Augustine Beach, Florida. And of course St. Augustine is also wonderful next door to St. Augustine Beach. Shout out to everybody down there in Florida. I love it down there. So guys, today I'm going to do a little bit different video. I'm going to link a couple of articles in the description that talk about what a super compressor watch is. Now, I've had this channel for about, I don't know, I've been doing watches now on this channel for about 2-3 years now. After I stopped doing rideshare videos for the most part. I did start rideshare videos again for a brief period of time, but that didn't work out too well, so I just stopped because I really don't do rideshare much anymore at all. But in that time, I've only had one watch on the channel from Aragon, and it's a super compressor style watch. It's not a true super compressor, and I want to explain what a true super compressor is. If you don't mind, hit the like button, please share, please comment, and subscribe. And remember, I'm Atlantic Ocean Watch on TikTok and Atlantic Ocean Watch on Instagram, and I love to see you guys over there on TikTok and Instagram. Usually what I put on TikTok, I put on Instagram as well. So, back in the 1960s, they designed a special dive watch that had a spring located in the back of the watch's case. The spring basically would compress the case and increase the water resistance of the watch as the watch went deeper and deeper and deeper into the sea. And that was a pretty cool idea, but the regular way that we do it nowadays with seals and screwing things in, screw down crowns, in my opinion, actually works better today, and that's probably the reason why you don't see but so many of them. There are several different types of compressor watches on the market. You might see like a Timex, Waterbury dive watch, or you might see something like a Dan Henry watch, or this watch that's in my hand, which is an Aragon watch. The very top crown on this particular watch that I've reviewed before is for the internal rotating bezel. You would unscrew it like you would a normal screw down crown, and then turn it left or right for the bezel to rotate internally behind the crystal, left or right. And then of course when you're done, screw it back down. Now here's a watch here from Watch Dives on my wrist with the Aragon timepiece. The Watch Dives ones, which will be one of my future videos coming up, reviewing that watch, has a normal rotating bezel, 120 click bezel, where the internal bezel of the compressor watch, it really doesn't click. It's very smooth. For example, you guys can see me rotating the bezel that most of you are familiar with, you know, this Catherine Willard style watch on my wrist in this clip. And most of you are familiar with that. You turn it counterclockwise. But with a super compressor type of watches, you return the crown that's at 2 o'clock, unscrew the screw down crown, and many of them, some of them don't have screw down crowns, but a lot of them do, and then turn it left to right to turn the bezel internally behind the crystal left or right. For example, I'm unscrewing the crown at 2 o'clock. If you look at the bezel internally, you see it rotating clockwise as well as counterclockwise. And then when you're done, push it back in, screw it back down, and you're good to go. Now the advantage of this, believe it or not, actually this has an advantage over the Submariner type, normal type of rotating bezel, because once you screw down the crown, there's no way that you can move the bezel if you're tracking time or tracking some other thing while you're doing diving operations. And of course, at 4 o'clock, I'm unscrewing the crown to adjust the time. But basically, that's it. I'll leave a couple of articles that'll explain more to you, so you guys can do some more reading. Don't forget to check out my other channel called Just Go, where I share some of my traveling adventures because of the jobs that I have, driving tour buses on the side, and also because of the bicycle industry I'm involved with. Both of them have me traveling. I don't travel as much as I used to when I was doing tour buses full time, but I still do travel some. And my latest video is about St. Augustine Lighthouse, and you might be interested in that. I just want to kind of give you guys just a quick little video voiceover thing about what a super compressor watch is, and nowadays most of them are really super compressor style watches. Again, you've got Timex that has models, Dan Henry, of course. You guys saw Aragon there on the screen. There's all kinds of different super compressors that are currently out there on the market in the budget space, and also in the more luxury space as well. You can find some, of course, that are automatic, and of course you can find some that are quartz, whatever suits your fancy. And you can find more Japanese movements or Swiss movements as well. Anyway, guys, again, I'll leave a couple of articles in the description. I just figured I'd make this quick kind of voiceover video explaining what a super compressor is, or a super compressor style watch, because again, nowadays most of them are super compressor style watches, and kind of talk about the advantage and disadvantage of it. Of course, the advantage being you can't easily hit the bezel when you're doing timing operations. The disadvantage, though, is that the actual super compressor watches, the actual ones, don't seal up as well as most modern dive watches do, in my opinion, but still very neat technology from the 1960s. As always, guys, thank you for watching Atlantic Ocean Watch here on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. You guys take care.